Hello and welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to do a reading for the month ahead of June for the Taurus personality. So looking at big themes that are coming up for you, big breakthroughs, things to look forward to, and how to navigate the month of June. So in this reading, I'm going to use the Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot deck, and I'm also going to use Kyle Gray's Angel Guide Oracle for some additional guidance. And if you like either of these decks, the links for those will be in the description below. Okay, so main themes. Oh, that was quick. Oh my, okay, I'm going to take those. Got two already. I've got one more theme. Oh, hello. They're all flipped. Oh no, what's happened? Oh my, okay. Right, I'm just going to have to arrange these a second because they've all flipped upside down in a very strange way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. One more card, please, for Taurus. That's about three. That's a bit too many. See if one of those comes back out. There it is. That was one of them. Thank you. Okay, so interesting. First of all, we have got, all right, there's actually two here that was sneakily hiding under there, but they do have a very similar rhyme. So I'll show them together. We've got Queen of Wands and we've got Dominion, Two of Wands. Okay, so pop those back down. We've also got Eight of Wands here. Swiftness. And then finally, we've got the Art card. So again, just taking in what you're getting from the cards as well. As always, I always suggest that you take what you see as well. So I'm going to sort of speak to these together because they did come out like it was literally sat like this. I didn't even see it. So these came out together. Okay. So yeah, Wands is the element of fire. And as you can see, there's lots of red on the cards. And this card really speaks very much of taking action, charging forth, going ahead with plans and doing it in a very kind of, with force. So it is a bit more of a masculine energy. It is the Mars in Aries card. So Mars is a very masculine archetype and Mars is the ruler of Aries. So it's its home sign. So it's all about like going after something that you are passionate about, something that you are driven by, that's something that motivates you. So there's going to be a real theme here. And also with this Queen of Wands here, Queen of Wands often to me really gives me a very creative energy. Like she also is very, knows what she wants. She's very clear on what she wants and she goes forth ahead to get it. But it is this kind of like, it feels like there could be something, a very creative energy here, this sort of like fiery creative energy going forth, going ahead. And this is also reinforced by Eight of Wands. So it feels like immediately that it's going to be a very quick, fast acting month, like a lot of action is going to be being taken. Because this with the Eight of Wands here, we've got Sagittarius and Mercury. So Mercury and Sagittarius. Mercury is a very fast moving planet. Sagittarius thinks big. It's like it's expansive. It's optimistic. It's abundant. So it's like moving quickly into this bigger, broader vision of things. And interesting as well, we've got the Art card here, which is also the Sagittarius card. So there's something here about being honestly, like what I'm getting from this is like for some of you, it feels like you might be traveling maybe this month, like going beyond. It might be literally traveling, like going, to a different country or something. But Sagittarius rules the ninth house in astrology. And the ninth house is like the house of travel, of higher learning, of expansion, of like going of adventure. It feels very adventurous, and that you're going out, like with this here as well, there is something here about, yeah, moving towards and taking action on a new adventure, starting a new adventure. And it's something that you're really like passionate about and like excited about, and it's like fun energy. Sagittarius knows fun too. And yeah, it feels important to say that because we've got two Sagittarius cards here mixed with Mars as well. Like it's fiery and it's go time. Like really, yeah. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Okay. So, big breakthroughs for Taurus, please. Big breakthrough for Taurus. Ah, interesting. Okay, so here we've got Queen of Discs. My immediate thought with this is, I mean, have a look at yourself, see what you're getting. With it being a breakthrough, it feels like so you might notice as well on the card, that's the goat of Capricorn. So this is very much a Capricorn energy, and Capricorn knows structures, it knows responsibility, it knows yeah, like taking responsibility for our lives, but it's also a very grounded energy. It's an earth sign. So it kind of is giving me a few things. Like first thing it could be is that you could be feeling a lot more grounded this month, where maybe you haven't felt as grounded for some of you. Or it could be that you are going to be able to create more sort of systems and structures in your life that really support this new adventure that you're going to be going on by the looks of it. It also feels like maybe with it being a breakthrough, that maybe for some of you, it's been like hard to get in touch with this more sort of like stable version of yourself, if that makes sense. So this, yeah, Queen of Discs, like she is really good with like tending to her home, tending to her garden, like, you know, like it's very earthly. So maybe there's something here about, yeah, like tending to your own like earthly life. Like I feel like I need another card in that actually. Let's just get a little bit more clarification on why the Queen of Discs is here, please. Too many cards there. Pop that back, see what comes back out. Why is the Queen of Discs here, please? Yes, okay. So I did see that sort of winking at me before. Here we've got the Priestess. So the Priestess, yeah, I think it's something about being more grounded and being in touch with what really matters to us. Because the Priestess is very much about, it's like divine feminine, going inward and connecting to our like higher self, is as I would see it. So it's like high priestess is always someone who, like, if you're in that high priestess energy, you're like maybe more drawn to more spiritual practices, more meditation, more connecting to your intuition, connecting to your inner guidance, and getting very clear on what is actually important to you. And with it being a queen, there's some very feminine influence here. So with this being a breakthrough, it feels like maybe it's easier to with connect with yourself, actually connect with back to you again, and what matters to you and what's important to you. Maybe that's been hard to do that recently. Like maybe for some of you felt a little bit lost and a bit disconnected from yourself, but this is a bit of a breakthrough that you'll now see in June what is important to you. Interesting. Okay, something to look forward to for Taurus in June, please. Oh, lovely. Okay, here we've got Six of Swords. Moving into smoother waters. So Six of Swords often speaks of like coming away from difficult time and going into like, again, it can speak of travel. There's something here for some of you about traveling, about going somewhere, like literally going somewhere. And maybe it is like across the water, like, because in traditional tarot, this is a picture of a man like on a boat. There's also someone else in the boat, but they're journeying towards something else, like that's kind of more true for them. Going towards somewhere that's like a bit unknown, but like is their truth and their kind of higher calling. And again, with all this Sagittarius energy of travel and like the Sagittarius also rules kind of like, if you know any Sagittarians or someone with lots of Sagittarius placements, they're also very big on like, they're very honest and they're truth telling and they say things how it is. So it's like maybe journeying towards something that's more honest and true for you, which is a really interesting message. Okay, so guidance for for the Taurus personality for June, please. Ooh, that card is winking at me. Let's see if it comes back out. I've seen that a couple of times as well now. Yeah. Let's have one more, please. Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times. Okay. So, nice cards. The other one that was winking at me, I think I should mention it, was the Tower. Okay, so we'll come to these first because these all three showed themselves a few times. So here we've got 9 of Discs, gain. And here we've got 4 of Cups, luxury. So with this being guidance, I always think whenever I get this card, it's about recognizing the bounty that is already here. Like getting in touch with gratitude, increasing your vibration, updating your vibration so that you're a vibrational match for that you are trying to call in. And in this case, it seems to be around something luxurious, like being in that kind of frequency of, yeah, luxury and delight is what I'm actually hearing. Yeah, like delight. There's something about that, like being delighted, allowing your senses to be delighted, and recognizing like how good things already are so that you can continue to feel all of the goodness that's here. Like there's so much stuff here that's like really, really supportive. And it's like the guidance is to really sort of take notice of it and maybe even adopting like a gratitude practice or something that just kind of reminds you to stay in that frequency. So I'll speak a little bit to the Tower as well. For some of you, it kind of did wink at me. And for some of you, it's like there maybe needs to be a surrendering and a letting go this month of things maybe not going quite the way you thought they would, but they are happening for your highest good. So it's like being open to what is already here is what it feels like, because we've got the 9 of Disc, gain often to me speaks of like seeing what is already here. The Tower is like being open to what is being presented rather than clinging on and trying to control and hold on and grasp too much of how things were. And it's about this process of letting go of that which is no longer in alignment for you. And to stay in alignment, we have to notice like the bounty that's here already. I hope that makes sense. I hope that kind of lands. To see the luxury that is already here and to like get into that sort of like maybe just doing things as well that allow you to feel more luxurious. You are a Taurus, right? Taurus knows luxury. So it's maybe more about being yourself and like, again, like this with this sort of big breakthrough of like coming back home to yourself, getting into your sort of like power is what I'm hearing here. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards from the Angel Guide Oracle deck for a little bit more guidance. One's already come out for Taurus, please. I'll show you them in a second. That's another one that's come out. One more, please. There it is. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So first one we got clear, cancel, release. Yeah, so this is kind of like speaking a little bit to the tower that we saw. It can also speak to boundaries as well, of just like saying no to that which doesn't align for you anymore. Yeah, there is something here about like with the priestess here, it's like getting really clear on what actually does matter to you and what is important to you, and being unafraid to just say no to the rest, and like being very like grounded in your approach to things, being very practical. This doesn't make sense for me anymore. Why am I doing this? Like saying no. Otherwise, the tower is going to come in and take it away, is often what I feel like. So, clear, cancel, release. So that you can say yes to what matters. So, the other card that came out. And then we've also got here signs and reminders. So, paying attention to the synchronicities, paying attention to the signs that are around you, getting into this more kind of spiritual energy where you're actually like in touch with the earth around you. Like I always feel like with signs and reminders, it's like the universe is always trying to communicate with us. It's always trying to like get us back into the flow of the river, back into alignment. But it's whether we're paying attention to them or not, whether paying attention to the signs where it's like, I don't think I should go down that way. Actually, that doesn't feel right. But like really, really listening to that this month and like getting into a more kind of like spiritual, like connection, like enhancing your spiritual connection is really what it feels like, which is really interesting. Because like without like your no, you can't say yes, is what I'm hearing. Does that make sense? Like we can't, whenever we say yes to something, we're saying no to something else. And likewise, like if we say no to things, then we can say yes to what truly matters. And that feels really important. But yeah, to kind of summarize what we've got here, like it feels like you've got a very big month ahead, like it's quite action oriented, but you're going to need to get in, because you've got so much going on with all of these wands here. It's like you don't want to just get caught up in busy work, like it is about taking aligned action as opposed to just taking action for the sake of taking action, because we can really get ourselves into this trap where we take action to feel busy and important, but it's actually not like the right action. And an additional meaning for this card as well is about balance. In traditional tarot, this is known as temperance, and temperance is about balance. So yes, it's going to be busy, yes, it's going to be taking action, but we do also need to balance that with like making sure that we're taking the right action and not just saying yes to things that aren't really in alignment for us anymore. Oof, yeah, what a fascinating month you've got ahead. I think that's about everything. Thank you so much for watching that. I hope that was helpful. And as always, if you have enjoyed it, if you have enjoyed it, liking, commenting, subscribing, all of that stuff really helps me to let me know that you're enjoying this. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye.